Okay, this is Sister Wives, Season 7, Episode 3, Marriage Counseling Texas Style. And it's
or the 50 Ways I Want to Kill Myself.
Okay, so I have to say this show is amazing because just when you think that you can't dislike Cody more, he finds a new way of like digging a basement to that house of horrors and saying something that you're like, you know, I mean, I know a lot of people dislike him just based on the polygamy, okay? I'm not a fan of polygamy. I don't think that's how we're meant to live, but
What would your sister wives think?
But I can recognize the fact that that's the culture and the lifestyle that they've chosen. But I'm pretty sure that even in their culture, he does things all the time that they would say don't represent them. Anyway, before we start...
like being on TV.
Well, I was thinking more like, you know, refusing to have, you know, individual relationships with individual wives. Like, you have multiple children. Yeah, most people do have more than one child. And yet, if your child came to you and said, Dad, I want to have a relationship with you one-on-one, he wouldn't be like, no, the family only. He'd be like, yeah, we have a family relationship. The whole family is important. And my individual relationship with you is important. I love you as my child, right?
So then when they have sex, do all the other wives have to watch?
John, stop it.
Well, I mean, that involves the whole family, right? So
anyway, so first off, I want to say something. If you haven't seen, Mary's in the blogs because they're saying that she had some relationship with someone. A couple people have asked me about this. Unless it's on the show, I really don't look a whole lot at gossip. It could be 100% true. I'm not putting it past them. It could be 100% false. All we have is someone who clearly is a very low moral caliber, and by that I mean the person who's trying to sell this or give this information to blogs. Because it's either someone who has 100% crafted it from nothing, which is super sleazy, or it's someone who catfished her, meaning made up a fake account. They're saying it's a woman who made up a fake man account to have a relationship with her, which is super creepy. Or it's a man who started a relationship with her and now is trying to cash in on it. Also super creepy. So all I know is that whoever's behind these posts is a douchewagon, and I don't know about Mary. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's get into the episode. Robbins, there's something about these papers, these adoption papers. There's something we're not being told. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether... I have a couple guesses. Oh, I'm sorry.
What shirt are you wearing?
I bought this. I got it in a package of random shirts.
I like it.
No, stop it. It's got bad language on it.
Hello, ass butt.
Shut up.
I got bad language on me.
I don't cuss either. Anyway, there's something going on. Stop it.
I don't cuss either. It sounds like shit.
Stop it. There's something going on with this whole adoption thing because she's saying how if he gives up his rights, legal rights, that he won't look like a negligent parent. But I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. And she's saying they won't take away visitation rights, but they could. I mean, he wouldn't legally have a leg to stand on, I don't believe.
Right.
They wouldn't do child support. This is all on TV, so their kids know. So I'm not sure. I'm wondering if that she knows that he like can't go into a courtroom, so he or something. I guess they've been divorced. So they've gone through it once before. Something's going on. I don't know what. If you know what, there's something missing to the story. Anyway, sorry, this is just taking way too long. Christine goes on vacation. This is the weird thing. She goes on vacation with Cody,
worst vacation ever.
With their marriage counselor to visit their old marriage counselor. And I'm not impressed with either lady. Just because they don't ever seem to call Cody on anything. Like, you know, it's like those hard-hitting end of the season interviews that lady does, and they're all like, gosh, you love each other so much. Do you want to talk about that? And you're like, that's not hard-hitting.
He's the man. How dare you question that?
Looking for a whooping. Anyway, so they go, and they have, his pirate imitation that he wouldn't let go of has to be the worst thing in my ears ever.
I got a new pirate gun. You want to see it?
No. And then they go to build this tower, and she's like, oh, let's build a tower. And he's like, no, I'm going to do it this way, and I don't really care. And she's like, but what about this? I don't care. But maybe this, I don't care. We're doing it my way. It's my job. I'm the man. I'm doing it this way. And then the counselor's like, how did you feel about that? And she's like, not good. And he's like, if you take care of the family, I'll choose to love you. Otherwise, screw you.
Hippie.
And I'm like, okay, is this like I wish I knew polygamous so I could be like, please tell me that you think he's a jerk too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they
I'm
must.
sure there are a lot of different ones, but I would guess the majority of them are quiet and probably husband-centered.
But this is probably very common. Is that what you're saying?
Not so much the flamboyant. I'm
Okay. Anyway.
more like shove the wives I don't like in the closet. Deal with them later.
Maybe. I mean, what bothers me is that he uses the, what do they call it? The principle to justify all of his actions. Where it's kind of like, in any moral code, I would hope that the wives, you know, they talk about, I don't know, it bothers me. Like, I want one of them to be like, you know what, he's kind of an ass. There you go. I mean, that's what I want. You know?
It's a weird thing to want.
I know.
But we all have our aspirations, right?
My dreams, my hopes.
So, if you're interested in being the second wife, this one's going a little nuts. Turn your applications in below.
I'm sorry, John might not be with us next week. He'll be taking an unexpected vacation.
Anything's okay as long as it's funny enough, right?